So here we are at the Voyage, the journey through our solar system. This project was started back in 2022 and got installed during the summer of 2024. And you can see, hopefully, that there's a map down here. And basically, it gives you the path all across campus to find all the stanchions for all the planets, to learn a little bit more about the planets, and to also walk the entire solar system. So this is a 1 to 10 billion scale. 1 to 10 billion scale. It was erected on the National Mall in Washington, D.C., and across multiple college campuses throughout the United States. And Hudson Valley Community College happens to be one of those. So we're going to look over here, and in just a few steps, we start with the sun. Nice 3D model and information about the sun. And on all of these stanchions, obviously, you've got the path down here, and then it also points you to what's coming up next. So Mercury is next to the left, and of course, our entryway was over to the right. So let's take a few steps. And we are at Mercury. So basically all the planets will have this glass box, or crystal box, with a real small speck for Mercury, showing its size in the universe, in the space, I guess. And you can read about Mercury. And moving on, next is Venus. So coming across, again, just a few steps is Venus. No moons for Venus, but just the planet itself. And you can learn a little bit more about Venus. And next is Earth. So we'll head over to Earth. And Earth does have a moon, so it does show the moon in this little glass cube. And we can find out a little bit more about our planet that we live on. And moving on is Mars. So Mars is next. Again, just a few steps away from Earth. No moons for Mars, but just the planet itself. And to look at the stanchion, next we come to a spot where the asteroids and comets are next. About 15, 16 steps or so, 20 steps maybe, depending. And we can take a look at some of the information about the voyage to an asteroid and Halley's Comet. And then we're going to continue on to Jupiter. About 50 steps away or so, we do see Jupiter. We see the moons of Io and Europa, and some of the information about Jupiter. If we take a look at the map, we are currently right here on the orange. We're going to follow the yellow line around the clock tower over by Gunther Hall to find Saturn. And of course we look, Saturn is walking in that direction. So looking at planet Saturn and its moons in the glass box. Again, some of the information about Saturn. Jupiter walking to our right, which is way in the back, past the clock tower, to now moving towards Uranus. So in order to get to Uranus, we are here at Saturn. We go around the Gunther building, through between the sculpture around C campus to find Uranus located there. So here we go. And we come to Uranus and its moons. You can see in the block. And the information about Uranus. And we continue on. And this brings us to our next stanchion for Neptune. And you can see the planet Triton, as well as the information for the planet Neptune. And moving on to our last dwarf planet, Pluto. Brisk walk away is Pluto. And that pretty much concludes the voyage of the solar system. We have another little entry exit point here. A little bit tough to read with the tree in the way, the shadows of the tree. Make sure that's in focus. There we go. And that's it. That brings us all the way across campus from the stadium classroom building to behind where the Valley Cats play, the Joe Bruno Stadium. From the parking lots all the way across campus, again, a 1 to 10 billion scale for the voyage of our solar system. And it takes just about 10-15 minutes to walk the solar system, at least on the Hudson Valley campus. Hope you enjoyed.